Jesus. Well, let me think about this. Yeah, so the first half, it was basically talking about the what do you call it? Ah. So the first one it showed was Raiden Shogun's boss. It was okay. I put somewhat satisfied for that. Everything is somewhat satisfied, right? The ruined serpent, like Makoto, like no, not Makoto. Raiden boss makes sense. It's literally like that's the god's shell. That's her puppet. It's basically literally her, exactly her. It's just that it's not her, right? Like if I were making a clone of myself, I would want it to be at 100% strength, right? Same as mine. They're literally equals, and there she basically goes berserk mode. So it makes sense, like story wise, why she's difficult to fight. I don't like how she has this shield because it takes forever and it's just boring to fight. And you kind of need an electro character, but it's whatever. I mean, then again, you get to pick who to bring to the fight, so. And then the Rune Serpent, it's okay, it makes sense. It's a serpent, it runs around, it's not gonna stay in one place unless it's a cobra, but whatever, don't dwindle on that. Don't whatever, forget what I said, but basically it makes sense to its to its style. It makes sense. But yeah. And then like the only issue I have is the swirling thing cuz it's annoying. Like I'm fighting it currently for Heizhou, right? And it's just annoying to have to just cuz you just stand there when it's underground and you're just waiting for it to pop out. Sometimes it does, and then it sticks his tail in the ground, and then it stands up, right, and then you get to slap it a couple of times. But then it's like when it gets on the ground, you have to wait for it to pop up again. And then you see the ground underneath you start getting darker and anything, you're like, oh my god. Like it's not a satisfying thing. Because basically what I do is just jump out of it, stand next to it, and just wait. I have to just sit there and wait. Oh, this time you can use to... No, it doesn't matter. Like, if I need to use food in order to heal myself, that means I built my characters incorrectly. Okay? So it's just whatever. I just stand there and I wait for it to finish. It's like, it's so boring. Like, this is a terrible thing. And then the one before this one, right? It was the Geo Vishaps. I put neutral. It's like, why didn't you put a high rating? I'm like, dude. This moves around too much. So, yeah. They're tanky. Yeah, it moves around a lot and it's tanky. So either way, so it sucks either way. And by either way, I mean half the time I'm chasing it, the other half I'm just spamming ults and E's. And because it's tanky and it moves around too much, I'm alternating. I can't do like a one shot ult or else it's going to just jump out of the way. Like it's annoying. This I'm somewhat satisfied. The Nobushi, right? Fair and balanced because compared to the other one, they're not that tanky. Yeah, they're not that tanky. So they're not annoying. Two gimmicks. makes sense, okay? Like, one is that they throw firecrackers or whatever, and then they, like, jump back. Because it makes sense. Uh, One is defenses. Yeah, the other is offensive. Like, it doesn't really matter because I could always use just Kazuha E and then just scoop them back up if they dash or if they jump back. Yeah, so I can slap them silly. Okay. Overall, how satisfied are you with the following monsters? Rank them accordingly. The smaller the number, the higher the overall rating. Alright. Hilichurls, I think, are like top. Like, pretty satisfied. Like, they literally just ripped it off of Breath of the Wild. It's fine. I play Punch a Gray Raven and I enjoy it, and basically it's kind of the same as Honkai, except a few things are tweaked. Certain things I'm not a fan of, certain things I am a fan of. You know? Okay. So you have that. And you have the slimes. Slimes are easy, they're fine. And you have the Samaturals. No. Treasure hoarders make sense. Yeah. Fungus. Is there fungus in the game? No. Hold on. What fungus? There's a monster that's fungus. That's a mushroom. I don't think I follow. You're telling me that there's a monster that's a mushroom. Fungus. I can't I can't think of anything. Maybe I don't know. But treasure hoarders are fine. You know, 1, 2, and 3. I hate how one of those treasure hoarders just starts paddling at you, and like, bro, oh my god, that's so dumb. You have a literal god, and this nobody with a paddle starts ramming at you, and then they they get knocked back. Like, bro, they're literally a god. They've worshipped them, and you're telling me this nobody just grabs a paddle and starts whacking it at them at their face? And it's so dumb because they get displaced so much. And it's so stupid because they literally do it and then they'll just run away. Like, that's the thing. It's I don't know. So I don't place them at the last. Slimes, most of them are easy to fight. Some have gimmicks, you know. I hate how there's shields, you know, but then again, you could just get a character that breaks the shields easily and then you just go on with your life. Samatural. Samatural. I think, and then after that, I'll say no. Tanky is tanky and runs around so much. Hate that. Whopper flower. Whopper flower. They move around, but at least they're grounded. Like, they're on the ground. Specters aren't. And you're fighting them on a slanted terrain, like one of those commissions, slanted terrain, and you're doing like your melee stance, right? You're like, if I had gone you, it's easy. I just popped like the bottom like below them or try to hit them, and then boom, they're gone. But they're basically just slimes, but more annoying. Like the annoying mechanic of the Anemo slime, like it jumps into the air and then it puffs up. One is vulnerable, so that's nice. But two, if your character can't reach them, it makes no difference. So one, you can't. It doesn't matter if they're weak, right? It doesn't matter if you can just one shot them with one hit. If they're in the ground, if they're in the air and you're on the ground, you're screwed. So the specters are basically that, but the slimes, but they're literally everything, right? They also have like mechanics, like the water specter. It does it can heal its allies after it dies, which is so stupid and annoying because if you have three of them, like one of those ley lines, three of them, you kill one, the other guys get healed. You kill the other one, the last one gets healed. Like, bro, it's so annoying. I hate it. So that is annoying. I do not enjoy that. But compared to these guys, after that, I'm gonna say Nobushi. I think. No, I think Nobushi goes in the same place as Treasure Hoarders. Maybe higher. No, it's fine. They'll be there. They'll be number 4. Then it'll be Whopper Flower. Then Spectre. Yeah. Whopper Flower. Then Spectre. Then. Cause I don't know what the fungus is. Fungus? No, hold on. Give me a sec. Are you kidding me? A fungus? Genshin fungus. Oh, them? I haven't fought that many of them, but they are located in the chasm. Okay, understandable. They do exist, but I forgot they existed because, again, I grinded out the entirety of the chasm in like 1 week or 2 weeks, and then I'm just like, okay, I'm never coming back. I didn't even do like I didn't even unlock like the castle in the chasm. I didn't do that. I didn't do the quest, and I still got like 100% expiration because I got everything but that, which is insane. But anyways, looking at their number, I think there's different types of them, but in terms of it, you get scared and they go at you. It's Hydro. Floating Hydro. Okay, there's Hydro. But they're just. I don't. It's just Hydro. Well, at least right now, it's just Hydro. It's floating. Yeah, Hydro fungus. These guys just stay in the ground and that's it. It's. I don't know. It's what it's like that mechanic. I don't know what do they got? Abilities and attacks. Shoots a bubble at the player, dealing 30. Okay, I don't want to know statistics. Bumps into player, so they spit out bubbles. A bubble. What? Okay, if the bubble attack basically like has this attack has a high chance of failing, in which case it will trap itself in the bubble instead. That balances it out. So they're not as annoying as specters or Whopper Flowers, because Whopper Flowers, if you if you beat their shield while they're charging up their one of their super attacks or whatever, They get like they get stunned. It's a way to balance them out. Specters, nope, nothing there. They don't have any of that. But that's the thing, that they're annoying because typing, right? They're types. If you're fighting all Anemo slimes and you have an all Anemo team, the only thing you can beat them with is physical attacks. Just start whacking them with the sword. You're screwed. You can't do anything. You need like the proper team to each like thing, and it's annoying to have to deal with that, but it's whatever. So let's do this again. We have the whopper flowers over here, we have the specters over there, and then you have the fungus. Now I searched the fungus, it makes sense. Currently is just a hydro one, but I'm guessing because it's hydro type, you try to attack with hydro, it doesn't do anything. That's what I'm guessing. So you got physical attack and that and whatnot. Okay. And that's it. That's all they have on it in the wiki. Drop stats, abilities and attack, gallery. Yeah, the element is hydro, so I'm guessing, you attack with hydro, you're not gonna do anything. That's like the annoying part. So because there's so many like hydro like things out there, it sucks. Anyways, so let's get back to it. I'm gonna put the whopper flowers just stay there, cause yeah, like these guys float, so they're basically they're less worse than specters because they can stun themselves. They could have a fail. They could. They're balanced. They're more balanced than specters, but they're worse than whopper flowers because one, the bubble. That bubble really, I hate that. I hate the bubble. Do not put me in a bubble. All right, next to specters. Now it's just these two. Fatui Squirmisher. I don't know why. Okay, hold up. Let me search at the Samachural. Samachural. Genshin. Oh, these guys? Oh, these? Oh. These guys are annoying with their different abilities and stuff, but they're really easy to just whack and like smack around. So, yeah. Yikes, I gotta do this again. And the Skirmisher is the purple guy. It's this, yeah, Fatui Skirmisher, Hydro Gunner, and then Pyro Gunner and whatnot. The Fatui Skirmisher. K, not Q. Fatui Skirmisher. Oh, these are different ones. These are all different types of Fatui Skirmishers. You got the Electro Hammer and whatnot. Yeah. What is this? Boss fight? Jesus, October 13th, 2020. Low level challenge. Level 38 Fatui Skirmisher. Jesus Christ, and he's using official. What level is that? Is that 14 or 16? 14. Jesus. A team of Barbara, Shangling, and Noelle. That takes me back. Okay, anyways, let's just go back. So the Hilichurls are there. Slimes, I say, are second. Samatrils, then. Treasure Hoarders. Actually, the Treasure Hoarders, no, they could throw, like, stuff at you, which is annoying. So they do have that gimmick. But in terms of Samatrils, it's more, like, situational. I mean, like, the Samatril Hydro, right? It heals its allies, but its downside is it affects them with Cryo. So, one, if you have Ganyu running Blizzard Strayer, They're the Samatrol basically just killed them. That's how I view it. But of course, it's like it will heal them over time and whatnot, you know. And you have the Geo one, which basically props them up on like things. You just gotta find a character that can just smack them from like below, you know, just be able to hit him, or have a Geo character that could break the pillars. And of course, I have Zhong Li, and I always run him on every team I have because he's broken. So it's not really an issue. And then you have the Dendro. Dendro just applies Dendro. If there's fire, then it's like it's effective, but aside from that, it's whatever. But yeah, Samaturals, let's see. Oh yeah, the Cryo one does the exact same thing as the Geo one, which is stupid. But it's whatever. So yeah, we got the Anima one, which summons little tornadoes at you. It's whatever. Dendro, Electro just puts down those like things and then zap you and stuff. It's whatever. Hydro heals. Geo puts up those things. Cryo puts up those things as well. That's it. There is no Pyro currently. So yeah. So I'll put them at number 3. And treasure hoards are there. Because Samatrolls, yeah, they're annoying, but not as annoying as those guys with the paddles. They bug me off. Like, if I see them, I target them. So I hate them. Whopper flowers are okay, I'd say. Yes, yeah. Whopper flowers, fungus, specter, and then we're back to here. So for 2 skirmisher, okay, which one are you talking about? You got the Nobushi, right? The Nobushi also includes those guys, right? The Nobushi. Genshin. There's different types of Nobushi. There's the Jintobin, which is the one we saw, but these are the other ones, and these suck. Oh my god, Kaoragi? Kaoragi sucks, but we're talking about Nobushis. So, if it was Karagi, yeah, 100%. Bottom of the list. My least favorite. My most hated Genshin mob to fight. They are annoying. But anyways, well, yeah, we have the Hitsuka Ben, right? This guy throws his abilities, just throwing interruption, resist. What is this? Hidden attribute, poison. Huh? Oh, let's figure it out. I don't know what those are. And you got these guys who shoot. You know, they just fire a gun at you or whatever. You know, pew pew pew. You got a crossbow. Yeah. Everyone has the, you know, sword slash thing, but these guys shoot at you. It's really easy to dodge, so not really a problem. These guys, they got that thing where they just go straight at you. You know, it's just bam right there. Also now I'm thinking back, I did the Nobushi thing wrong. They don't actually do the firework thing. The firework thing is done by the other guy. This guy. This guy does the firework thing. Here he is. But he also has the exact same thing. He has this the sword dash, and then he has the dodge. He can dodge, which makes him, the most annoying, which I'm going to put him up here. So he's the most annoying one here for the Nubushi. So yeah, we have the dash and then that. I think I'll put that here because Fatui Skirmisher, they are literally hell. The Hydro Gunner heals allies and they got shields. Every single one of these have shields. That is just the worst combination. That's one. And they got some stupid abilities. The Pyro, oh, it can just jump back. And it's annoying because if I'm doing like Hu Tao, right? And I'm trying to fight him, I have to chase him because he went back. And they're really tanky. All of them are really tanky. It's crazy. You got the Electro Fatui, which literally gets a hammer and starts charging at you, which is annoying because one, if you're near Hydro, you are screwed because one, you get tased every like second. It sucks. It's terrible. If the guy rams at you into water, you're done. It's annoying. You're stuck there for like 5 seconds, more than more than usual. It sucks. I hate it. So yeah. And then you got yeah, and then the Geo one's easy to deal with. The shield is really more like support. You just whack him with like a Claymore or a Geo character with the Geo ability. You just smack him. It's easy to deal with. Like, they have their weaknesses and you could deal with them accordingly. But of course, you can't have like 5 elements on a team. So, yeah. But it is what it is. Cryo Gunner. If you're near Hydro, if you are affected by Hydro, you're screwed. If you're in water, you're screwed. Because I swear to God, what is it? Singchu, Barbara, you constantly applied with Hydro. That is not a good thing to be applied by it. Because it just sucks. If you're near the wrong element at the wrong time, things aren't going to look good for you. So yeah. The Hydro Gunner heals its allies and they got a big buffy shield, which is very hard to take down, which sucks. But then again, it's affected by Hydro, so if you got a Cryo on your team, you could freeze him the entire match, or whatever, sucks. Is whatever. So if I were to rank these guys in orders on here, like the least, the most hated and the least. Least is Geo. And then I guess I'll put either I'll put the Hydro next. So least, it'll go from, so with the same thing as this. 1 Geo, 2 Hydro, 3 Pyro, 4 Electro, and 5 Cryo. I hate the Cryo one because he just sprays in your direction and walks towards you. It's such a wide range. You can't, because it's my most hated mechanic in Genshin. The most hated one of like whenever you in combat. My most hated movesets to deal with are the ones where you have to run away and wait it out. It's so annoying because I just want to destroy them in the fastest way possible, right? But if this guy is just spraying Cryo, freaking like cooling agent all over me, like while walking towards me as I'm frozen trying to get out of it, just rapidly tapping. Oh, whoops. Rapidly tapping is just not fun. It's just not fun. It's never fun. So yeah, that's that. So this is the order. It's just terrible. I hate it so much. Like, yeah, the Electro guy can just straight up charge at you, but I had, like, Ganyu on my second account. This guy is easy. This guy would be number 2 in the most easiest ones to fight. But if it Ganyu, right? Maybe even number 1 easiest, right? Because this guy just gets his shield, you're done. You're done for. Cryo, it's fine. Pyro is annoying to deal with, but it's doable, you know. Or maybe I'll rearrange it this time. Yeah, Pyro would swap places with Electro, I'd say. So it's number 1 is Geo, number 2 is Hydro, then is Electro, then is Pyro, then is Cryo. Because the Pyro guy, when I see the guy do the flipping with the gun, I'm just like, bruh, now? Are you kidding? Because for the longest time, I didn't have a Hydro character in my team. I just wouldn't have one because I would have someone else fill that spot. So it was just bad news seeing the guy spin his gun and then pull out the shield, and it's just like, bruh, this guy, are you kidding me? It's disgusting. I hate it. So yeah, that's terrible. I hate that, you know. But that's the thing. One thing's for certain. I always target the Hydra one first. Because, you know. Also, another one that they didn't have... Okay, the one I'm looking at doesn't have, you know, the Anima one. Anima one, Geo one, I don't care. If you're on the field, I don't care. I don't target them. If I have, like, you know, you have, like, a certain amount, the limited amount of elements, like, in your team comp, right? So you have to plan out accordingly what to deal with first. So like, all right, I gotta kill you first, and then I'll deal with these two. So if I put them on this, if I put those characters, if I put those mobs on the side, you know for certain that I don't care. You know, these guys are easy to fight. It's the ones that I target first that are the hardest. Electro, it's hard. Every single one of these guys is hard to deal with when you don't have the respective element to destroy their shields. It is ass. But it is what it is. Boop. Oh my god. Give me them. Gold the blooms.